Morning, guys. Rick Shaw here on Friday, the 2nd of June, 2023, and I'm still pretty beat. There's a lot of running around. The driving up in Manila was ridiculously stressful, unbelievable. But you know what's funny around driving here? You've got people who are just extremely inconsiderate. And there is a difference between up in Manila, how they drive. Up there, they're just outright pricks. That's all there is to it. And this is what I say, if you're coming here and you're going to live around Manila and you're still in the States, go down to your local college and take Prick 101 and work your way through all the classes and just keep going, see if you can get a PhD, master's degree, and all that stuff in Prick, and then I think you'll be okay to drive there. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We were coming out with a green light. We had a green light, and we're driving down the road, and I'm not a typical Filipino where I'm riding the guy's bumper. I've got a car length or so behind the guy, and we're moving along. You know, we're going to make the light. It's counting down. And this big green bus saw that gap in there and just stomped it right through. We had to hit the brakes as hard as we could. I'm glad there was no one on my left side, and cut the wheel to keep from hitting the broadside of this bus on our green light. This is just what they do. We were standing at the crosswalk, and all of a sudden all these traffic cops were around. I said, no, we're not. Let's just wait until we get the little green walking thing. I'm not going to get a damn jaywalking ticket or something stupid while we're up there. And some cab came from the wrong way, went through the light, right in front of a big truck that was loaded. And of course they locked it up. They skidded and just missed him. And of course the cabbie, instead of, he sits there and waits until the truck comes to a complete stop. And this is normal stuff up there. And just don't like to go to it. But we did okay on the trip. It wasn't too bad. I wanted to be there a day early just so we wouldn't be late. Just like my wife wanted to take the little tricycle and we almost got late. But it went pretty good. The questions that they gave her was simple. She was only in there for a short while. She said the reason why she was in there as long as she was because were trying to take her fingerprints, and she had been scrubbing the clothes in the damn bucket, and it made her fingers messed up, so they couldn't get a proper print. So they had to go through that a few times, and she said they were getting upset with her. And I have noticed that Filipinos to foreigners can be very nice, but Filipinos can get really aggravated at you. I've seen it when we've been in the immigration and all kinds of places. So that's a shame. But we're in the planning stage. We got to wait for the kids to get out of school and get everything going. How we're going to pack. I actually bought really nice suitcases here a while back. They're like backpack ones. They're monstrously big backpacks, but that'll be easy to grab onto, plus easy to find when you're looking for them. And just clothes and toiletries. I want to make sure we don't pack too much. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of stuff to do. We got time. We've got over a month now for preparation for this and getting things done. Getting reservations for the stuff we're going to do, and make sure we got a nice buggy to drive and all that kind of stuff. Just so much stuff that's happening. And then talking to my family and things like that. Also, we'll be meeting the doc there and probably some other folks. I know Mike is out there, and one of the places we're going to be was like 600 and some miles from where he lives, so we'll probably meet up with him, and that'll be pretty cool. Hey Paulie, I hope before we head out, I know you're going to be here for a little while longer, hope we get a chance to meet up with you Wes is back. He got back, I believe, yesterday, and so we'll probably be seeing him after they rest up. Anytime you travel like that, it just kicks the heck out of you because they cut the oxygen so low in the planes, and it just whoops you. So heck, just me driving in the dang car, I got whooped yesterday. So, but we had a nice, we stopped and had a nice celebration. I'll tell you how expensive it is up there. Right at the hotel, I told them, we get this, we're celebrating. Dorothy wanted to get this big cookie at this little shop there. So we'll all go in there, and my wife said, "Boy, that cheesecakes look good, the blueberry cheesecake." And I'll have one too. I'm a sucker for cheesecake. So we got 2 cheesecakes. The boys each got a donut. It was fish-themed donut. One had, I think, a starfish on top, and the other one an octopus. And they got that, and they got goo filled. They cut them in half, put goo in the middle. And then Dorothy got one that looked like it looked like a tuna fish sandwich, but it was a donut. Come on, guys. And then, of course, she got that big cookie for everybody to have a little bite. It was a big one, big as a saucer. For over $20. I was like, whoa. But we had breakfast there. We got the room service, wasn't too bad. It was but that was still like $30, but plenty to eat. So we got off. It worked out. I thought when she went in there, the way they separated us up, wouldn't even let us in. I thought, oh, this is going to be really bad, because she was extremely nervous and crying and everything. But it worked out. It worked out, and she said the interview actually was very short. 4 questions, very short. Most of the questions were about the kids and myself, and then of course the question was, "Are you going to stay there?" And she's like, "No, no." And he says, "Well, do you think you ever will?" And she says, "Maybe when my husband gets a lot older and the kids are grown, maybe, but we have no plans." So he says, "Oh, congratulations, you have your visa." So I'm glad it went well, but she was worried. She was very worried because the lady in front of her got denied, and they had different windows, and they were denying a lot of people. We don't know the reason, but that was the day just for B1, B2 visas. I guess they separate the days. One day it's all B1, B2. Another day it's the education ones and different business ones and stuff like that. So that's how it went yesterday. But this still was a worry we wouldn't get it, because that would have just shot this vacation this year all to hell. Because getting an appointment for that, if you're going to do this for your sweetie and you're going to get a visa appointment, you need to get that online, that 160 form filled out right away, and pick your date that you can get it. Now you can get an expedited one in case there's a funeral or something. I know that, but you got to answer all the questions, and just answer them for real, truthfully, and all that. And it went through smooth. I was actually very shocked. She went in at 10 minutes after. Of course, we had a paper that says, "Do not bring your cell phone, no sharp objects, no pens, pencils, stuff like that." And she goes through them, and then had to come back out. And of course, they were chasing us away from the front of the embassy, so we had to run back and get her cell phone and her hair thing, because it had pointy things, which, I guess they're afraid she's going to mass murder a whole bunch of people with a hair thing, Not sure, but she finally got in there, went right into the thing, fingerprint, and she come out at 10:27, all smiles. So I was really happy with that. She's really excited. She's looking forward. Never been on a plane before, kids either. And we were thinking when we left about Manila, and we have there was a kid, he worked at the airport for years, and then he was at the call center, and he wound up going back there, baggage handler like, and he said, don't come down here. You know, he was a pretty good kid. I knew him well at the center, and he's like, no man, he watches all my vlogs. He says, if you're gonna go to Cebu, he says, I know some guys who work down there. You go down to Manila, it's just a hassle. He said, avoid it if you can. So our plans are going to be leaving from Cebu, and that'll take care of that. Come on, buddy. So that's what we're going to do there, and get the flight out of there, and we'll decide exactly how long we're going to be right around the time we buy the tickets, because just gotta watch the budget. That's all. We're gonna just make sure we're careful. Yeah, Boomer, he's starting to run around to chase other dogs. He started playing with this stray that's in here, young pup. This thing got hit by a car for sure. It's not good, and beeping the damn horn. So now he's wanting to chase every damn dog on the street, and I don't like that. So we got to get him broken of that. I wish I could get a shotgun cut. Boomer, hey, come here, come here. Yeah, he's being a knucklehead, being a stinking knucklehead right now. But you know, they do holler at us about the damn dog. But when it comes to other dogs that stray and been in here for a while now, they say it's mine. I got another dog hiding somewhere. And it's like, come on. You know, they don't do anything about anybody else's, but just holler at mine. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but that little dog up there is living in a house somewhere, and I wish they'd come pick him up. I keep telling them it's not mine. But here's this one here. You can see this house here taking so long. And this one here, look how fast these guys got this going. It looks pretty cool. These guys they'll get this one up lightning quick compared to this other one. It depends on the crew, I guess. But the sad thing is that big pile of block that's absolutely no good, that's what they're using. So, and it's going to be connected to my house, so if there's an earthquake, it's not even going to help mine hold up. And you look at mine, I don't know if you can see that on the wall, but it's cracked all to hell, guys. I mean, and it's not, you see the cracks over there, they go all the way through. They're not just little surface cracks. They go completely through the block to the other side. So, just horrible. We're talking about when we come back, we're not coming back to here. You know, this has never been a home for us. We even both talked about that it's just a bad luck place for us, with all the crap that goes on with it. And all it is a house. And we agreed that when we done with, we're not coming back to this place for any reason at all. Nothing. This town, these builders, they've just totally ruined me on the whole place. It's absolutely the crap hole that you could be in. You know, we bought a money pit, and everybody says, oh, well, why don't you just fix it? Well, you go buy a brand new damn house and it falls apart, and you fix it and see how you like it. I get tired. Those are most of the people who I was blocking for a while there, because I get tired of hearing it. You know, go fix it. Why don't you do this? Do this, do that. Yeah, and I can just see them in their own house. I'll bet you they buy a brand new house somewhere in Ohio or somewhere, and they go in and they turn the water on, there's no water, and they're going to be happy. I'm sure everybody's going to be saying, no, it's okay. You know, I'm not going to bitch like that rickshaw guy. And I get quite a few. I get quite a few people that hit me up on that. Some on Facebook and this and that. It's a shame, but we're definitely 100% not going to come back here. I don't care if we got to live in a hut, you know, a grass hut, you know, with a dirt floor. It'd be better off than this crap hole, that's for sure. I get fed up. And then of course now too, we got all this construction shit going on. The inside is just covered in dust. You know, it's to the point now we got to dust. Even with the rain, we got to dust every day. The rain didn't help it too much. And now we'll be surrounded here pretty soon. Because this one and then the one on the other side will be going up. So don't want to be here anymore. You know, and then like this morning, you know, I went to the H2O hotel and I got this good shower, and I was going to get a shower when I got up, and I turned the water on. I looked at, I just shut it off and got the hell out. I'm like, you can't take a shower here. All you can do is take a drip. So I just didn't feel like taking a drip this morning. So I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to pray for everybody. By the way, Gary's out of his surgery. He made it back home. His eye was all looking, he took his glasses off, it's looking pretty gnarly, but they said it'll take a few weeks, so we'll see how he's going. Keep him in your prayers. Ronald's still in there. I think he's in a room now though, and they're giving him breathing treatments and stuff, so keep him in your prayers too. Doc's doing really good, really upbeat. I mean, he's a whole different guy from when he was in the hospital. Just being stuck in them places, though. I can feel for Ronald and when Doc was in there, because I was stuck in the hospital one time for 8 months. And you want to just scream, and you want to be nice to the nurses and everybody because it's not their fault. You know, everything's up to the dang doctors, and they don't want you to leave because that's insurance money coming in. And I used to hate it when some doctor I never heard of would come in for a consult, and I'd see the bill on my insurance that guy just made $380 because he popped in for 2 seconds, looked at my chart, and left. It's all a scam, guys. It's all a big gimmick scam when they get you in the hospital. You know, and they get all their buddies are not. Hey, I got a guy coming in. Ooh, can I come give a consult? Sure, come on. You're going to kick me back 10%? Yeah, no problem. And they got some doctors, that's all they do. They don't see patients, they don't ever do anything. They get their license and they just go visit people at the hospital for 20 seconds and look at their chart and get consult fees. So it's not a good deal. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And this is Rick Shaw out.